A lot of people maybe in the industry don't want to hear that. If I look at like myself as a broker, it's so relationship driven, right? Alt, prime, or private. And I know, everyone's always trying to find new brokers and get new brokers to work with you, but I can only imagine that you guys have a consistent kind of pot or pool of brokers that just consistently come back. And you're not going to be able to fund every deal, but is that kind of what you see?
Yes. With us, our relationship having a partnership too, so you can really hone in on it and focus on it. Honestly, just our newsletter we send out monthly, I have over 8,000 names. No offense, I can't handle dealing with 8,000 people. And when we send a newsletter and we have a very high open rate, like close to 60%, it's a challenge for a few days, right? So we want to understand your business as a broker, as a brokerage, and then also the other way is understanding our business. We are not a fit for everybody, and we are quick to get to know as well, so you can move on. We'll recommend you somebody as well if you want. But the relationship piece becoming more and more important, and especially educating the broker as far as what private lending is, what we can offer, and also if there is another offer that they have, to let them know some of the things to look out for or questions to ask first before taking a borrower there.
There's certain agents you receive deals from on a regular basis. Those people I would imagine are going to jump the priority stack. A lot of people maybe in the industry don't want to hear that because maybe they're, trying to reach out for the first time, but it's just the nature of it, right? So like, you may not have a deal for VWR, whoever the BDM is in your territory, but it would be a good idea to get to know them and prep for when you do have a deal. So they do know you and they do want to work with you, because I would imagine, especially deals on a rush basis, those are probably the ones that missing information pops up, fraudulent concerns. Anytime something's being rushed, it's human nature as a decision maker to take a step back and say, hey, let's make sure we look at everything here like we normally would. A rush file will be treated a lot differently, I would imagine, on somebody
100%. So when we have partnerships, we know the broker, those are the ones that go to the top.
Yeah.
The first deal submitted typically isn't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Especially if there hasn't been a conversation with the salesperson.
Yeah.
With a BDM. And it's just been proven time and time again is those typically lead to some red flags at the lawyers as well too when you get there. So
yeah, no, makes a lot of sense. So I mean, it's just a good tip for, I think, agents, especially agents looking to, start to diversify their private lender portfolio. Looking at private lenders, especially in BC, there's some that, maybe don't have capital at all times, because they're not as large as a VWR. So maybe they're in, maybe they're out. And, starting to diversify your list of lenders that you want to work with, I would identify that immediately and reach out to those people and start building relationships, whether you have the deal or not.